What's going on, everybody? Horror DJ back with another Battlefield 3 video full of death, explosions, and fun. The only way Battlefield 3 can bring it. Now, this is Operation 925, one of the close quarters new maps. And out of the new maps, I think this is actually probably my favorite of them. Now, the game mode, Conquest Domination, extremely fast-paced. Bad side, it does remind me a lot of Call of Duty. It's pretty much run, shoot, die, run, shoot, die. The only difference is somebody doesn't have an AC-130 up every 5 seconds or an attack chopper. You know, something lame that kind of ruins it for everybody. Nobody's going to have C4 on them when you kill them. If they're dead, they can't blow up their C4. I do like the new maps. I do like the new game modes. Gun game is extremely fun. It's a little bit frustrating at times when you're using guns that you don't really use all that often, but it's a pretty cool game mode. All in all, I do like the new modes and I do like close quarters, but the real reason for close quarters and to get premium are the weapons. My God, I've got everything but the M5K and the 2 jugs and a tug something sniper rifle. I don't snipe, so I don't ever foresee myself getting 50 L96 kills and 25 L96 headshots. I don't use the gun. I don't care to use the gun. I prefer to actually be in the action other than laying down and not really contributing to my team. Not that all snipers do that. But if I'm going to snipe, I'm going to use the M27, the new one. That gun that's pretty sweet. It's a lot like the SKS, but I think it's got a better rate of fire, and I think it does a little more damage. 2 bullets usually, if they're center mass, will take somebody out. But the MTAR, yeah, close range, the MTAR, you don't even need to aim that gun. Now, at a distance, it does have some wicked recoil. If you can handle putting a heavy barrel and a grip on it, go for it. More power to you. Your aim at a distance is going to go down a little bit, but it does make the gun a little more manageable. For myself, anytime I'm playing on close quarters, I've got a laser sight on, just because you really don't have time to aim. You're running around. I mean, as you see in this, it's just so fast-paced that you're getting shot from all sides sometimes, and your only option is, I hope I can take 1 or 2 of them with me. Now, that's not a bad thing, but, yeah, it's extremely fun. In this game, it was a little bit weird. I kept, I'd get res, somebody would pick up my kit, thank you very much, and, pick me up with it, but then they didn't give it back. So I'm running around with a couple guns that I really don't use all that often, and I was missing my 93R quite a bit. To me, that's my favorite gun in the whole game. I kill a lot of people with that gun. There are a lot of times I feel like with that gun that I have better aim with it than my regular assault rifle. There are so many times that I'll empty an entire clip with my aimitis. It is a terrible disease, and end up just finishing them off with my pistol. The 93R. But that's old news. New news is this game. Now, score per minute is usually how I judge, somebody by the way that they play the objective and the way that they, just in general, the way that they play. Skill is kind of a hard one because you could have had a bad game before and it could kill your skill rating a little bit. So I don't really look at the overall skill so much as score per minute. Kill to death ratio, yeah, it's a pretty good indicator that somebody's pretty good, but they could also be somebody that hangs back and they make the safe calls. They don't really cap a whole lot of objectives. They pick people off as they try to take them. Score per minute's going to go way up with this game. You have no choice unless you just get completely dominated in this game. Your score per minute should go up. You'll cap a ton of flags every game. I think, alone you take, especially on Operation 925, A and C change hands so quickly. You're on it, you're heading to the next objective, and they're already capping it. But by the time they finish capping it, you've already gotten to the other one and you've capped, Bravo. Or it's just extremely bam, 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 fast-paced fun. I have a lot of fun with the new maps, but again, it does remind me a lot of Call of Duty. And in this case, it's not a bad thing, because this, I don't know, it reminds me a little bit more of Call of Duty 4, when it was gun on gun, the way it was supposed to be. There wasn't somebody, quick scoping, and, the chopper, it really didn't make, it helped your team, but it wasn't a game changer. It wasn't the end-all, be-all. And that's a good thing, it really is. And, Call of Duty is not a bad word when it comes to Call of Duty 4. Or even for me, World at War. I thought that was a really good game. I thought it was balanced. And it was a lot of fun. But with Battlefield, there was always a little something at times, like when you're playing the big maps, Caspian Border, Operation Firestorm to me is probably the worst, just because it's so slow-paced. It's got low tickets on it for a reason. There are times that you can go cap a flag and see one guy, maybe two. And to me, that is when the game gets boring. But, the rest of the maps, even with Caspian Border, I complain about Caspian Border quite a bit, but I still have quite a bit of fun on it, and I usually do pretty well on it. And I think it's because I'm always on the move. I rarely sit and stand in one place for more than a couple seconds at a time. And that's my play style. It's not everybody's play style. Not everybody can have fun with that, just because, it does kind of hurt you sometimes at the way that you play. I don't even know what that means at this point. But, new maps, man. Super fast-paced, quite a bit of fun. If you don't have premium service, I really do recommend getting it, just for the guns alone. And I know if you're more of a big map fan, the next map pack that's coming out is going to be big maps, supposedly the biggest map in Call of Duty history. I'm a little leery of whether or not that would be fun on PlayStation, because with the big map like Caspian Border, I don't think there's enough players on the field at all times. I really wish that they would somehow, and I'm sure it's against capacity of the actual game itself on the PlayStation, but boost the players up. Add 2 or 3 more to each side. Hardly ever do you get 3 squads of 4, to make up the 12 on 12. 36 on 36. It's not impossible. We saw the game Mag do it. Yeah, Mag's graphics weren't nearly as detailed, nearly as good. It was a little more cartoony than this, but it was a great game. I had a lot of fun. 256 on 256. No, you're not fighting everybody at the same time all the time, but it was a lot of fun. Now, if you watched this whole video, what you just saw there was me trying to jump over a rail. That was something that was supposed to have been fixed a long time ago. And since the new patch has come out, I've noticed that it's been happening a lot more frequently, where you go to jump over a rail and just kind of do the animation for it happens, but you don't actually get over the rail itself. There's a couple other things that I've noticed too. Reviving somebody, I don't think they fixed it. I don't think they fixed it at all. Somebody dies in front of you and you go to res them, and it takes 2-3 swipes sometimes to get them picked up. If there's a blade of grass within 100 feet of them, you might as well just leave them there to die. If somebody had dropped a kit, like any other kind of kit, it's over. But this is the end of the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. 18 and 7.